Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. If you are new here, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you get instant notifications whenever I upload. So if you are new here, you wouldn't know about this, but I usually do a lot of videos where I'm in front of the camera, usually fully painted, because you know a bitch be painted because a bitch be talented. But honestly, I've realized that there's a lot more topics I want to cover, and I can't really do that when it takes me 3 hours just to prep for a video. And that if I start doing voiceovers more often, I might be able to push out more content, push out more stories, and push out more topics instead of having to wait a week when it's actually my upload schedule. So honestly, right now there is no upload schedule. I'm gonna just upload whenever shit happens. I'm gonna try to get to it as soon as possible, or at least when all the receipts come out. Obviously I'm inspired by a lot of drama channels in doing this because honestly they are right. At voiceovers, you get to lay in bed. I'm not painted. All I did was brush my teeth and drink some tea so my voice wouldn't sound like a fucking garbage disposal. And now we're gonna get into it.
The world is not going to see us. We keep asking for inclusion. And if you force feed anything on anyone, you make them hate it. The gay community, my community, we are forcing, take us, see us, accept us, let us be with you. You don't need to get down with my lifestyle. That don't mean I can't be your neighbor. I can live next door to this nigga. I ain't got to go to his house for barbecue. He probably don't season his food right anyway. I ain't got to go to his house for barbecue, but we can coexist in the same neighborhood if I stop trying to put my lifestyle to make him accept what I am. I don't ask him what he doing. My business ain't his business. His business ain't my business. But that ain't what we want.
You know why we could coexist? Because you like to laugh and talk shit. And at the end of the day, that's all everybody wants to do. If we can laugh and talk shit, we good. I don't give a fuck what you are or what you do.
We overly sensitive as a people. The nation is becoming overly sensitive. Yeah. That's what's happening to comedy. Everything is so sensitive. You can't say this. You can't say that. You can't offend this group. They're going to start burning flags in front of your house and throwing marches and shit. Oh, my God.
What did you think about Dave Chappelle's?
I thought that Dave Chappelle was wonderful. I'm a fan of Dave Chappelle's, and the nigga was spot on with what he said. He only had one thing wrong with the LGBT community. He said that the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender was in the car. Not true. Gays drive, lesbians in the passenger seat, bisexuals in the back seat. Trannies not even in the car. We on the side car riding with them. They only pull us out when it's time for a benefit or some entertainment or a parade. But we are not allowed to go into the boardrooms to make decisions on what's happening to our future, to our health care, or to our housing, to our mental status. They don't do that for us. The gay men put us back on the outside because it is a pecking order in every aspect of life. And it's still a gay white man in America. Still a white man in America. He can have a purse and a pair of shoes every time he opens his mouth. A Louis Vuitton can fall out. He's still a white man in America.
He still got that privilege.
Boom. Yeah. There it is right there.
Yeah, what about patriarchy, though? Because I always think, like, in a way, it seems like sometimes, like, especially when it comes to sports, right? When you see these men competing in these women's sports and dominating. I'm like, that don't seem right to me.
That's not right.
That's like, it's like you're trying to erase their existence.
So what we're going to get into is transphobia and how Flame Monroe really just played into it by listening to Charlatan the God or something. I don't know what his name is. Charlemagne, yeah. You know, the serial rapist. So this bitch went on his show and, you know, I was expecting more. I was expecting way more, to be honest. When Carmen was on there, it was lovely. When Janet was on there, it was lovely. But when Flame was on there, that bitch made me ashamed to be a trans woman of color. Now, I'm not going to outright disrespect Flame Monroe because I don't think that's necessary. Also, she is an older trans woman, and the shit she has gone through will probably never happen to me. So I don't know her experience and what she has been through and how that has shaped her point of views. However, what I do know is that she went on that show and had the audacity to say that we are forcing people to view us and forcing everyone to love us and shit. And honestly, I was shocked to hear this from another trans person, to be honest. I'm honestly shocked to hear this from a queer person in general. I'm shocked to hear this from a black person, but to hear from a black trans woman who is bisexual, I don't believe it. I really don't believe it. I don't believe that she really let Charlemagne make her look like a whole fucking fool. Now, I do get the argument that, you know, trans women of color, every time they say something problematic, they honestly get dragged and canceled extremely faster than their white gay man counterparts. I do definitely understand that, which is why I'm not going to disrespect her, because you know what? It's not fucking necessary. However, what is necessary is for me to read your ass. This is my problem with it. Not only did you say that we are forcing people to listen, to view us, love us, etc., etc., you also tried to go and say that pronouns don't matter, basically, when, as I watched you on the Queen's Court, You went on there and said your pronouns don't matter. And then Maddie was like, but that's important to other people. She was like, yeah, I understand that, but that's not for me. So you could do that on a trans platform, but you couldn't tell them that, hey, this all applies to me and not every trans person. You couldn't do that on freaking Rapist the God's platform. You couldn't do that on his platform. No. You decided to go on there and make us, basically, in my personal opinion, make a statement about the trans community, which all the cis, black, hetero, hoteps that watch The Breakfast Club are going to see, are going to use that as reasons to attack black trans women, to beat black trans women, to kill black trans women, to just drag them on social media for no fucking reason. Every time I scroll on fucking Twitter, I see some busty ass, musty ass, ashy ass coon pulling up some trans woman's before transition pictures, putting it next to her saying, oh, catfish, oh, y'all gotta ask questions now. And you played right into that. Not only did you say the infamous trans slur multiple times, once again, because since you said it multiple times, I'm gonna say it multiple times, you also went on there, what were you dressed as, ma'am? What were you dressed as? If you're gonna be, if you're gonna be ignorant, can you at least have a fashion sense? Pick one struggle, Mary, pick one struggle. Because honestly, I don't understand it. Now, I was first introduced as Flame Monroe on the Queen Supreme Court. That is where I was first introduced to her. And I liked the dynamic that Maddie and Flame had. I thought it was lovely. I thought it was really interesting to look at. And I thought that, she might be a little more conservative, but she's a very agree to disagree person, or kind of understand where she's coming from. And, she was learning basically. But when she went on this, there was no one to challenge her ideas. There was no one to tell her, hey bitch, you look fucking dumb. Instead, you basically reiterated what those dudes on the podcast probably already think. And now they're going to tell their friends, and now their viewers are going to share it, and now they're going to share it, and now everyone's going to think, oh, I'm fine with gay people, just don't shove it in my face while we sitting out here just saying, hey, can we get a place at the table, especially for black queer people. I speak for most black queer people when I say I'm so sick of fighting for black rights and then not having the same energy when it's a problem with black trans women or black queer people in general. And you really went on there and basically tried to give some fucking segregation speech, some separate but equal shit. And I don't understand. Now, I know this is my first voiceover, and y'all are probably looking at this well, damn, Taylor, are you pressed? No, I'm not pressed. I'm just frustrated that someone who I was just starting to look up to, thankfully I didn't know them for long, and I'm going to say them, because this person does not care about pronouns or care about anyone else's pronouns. She thinks there's overrated and stupid and there's bigger fish to fry, which is a bullshit conversation, to be honest. I think that if you ever pull out the conversation of, oh, how can we expect other people to give us rights when we can't even give ourselves rights in our community, I think that's a bullshit argument. I think that's a cop-out. Because honestly, it's oh, so if they're beating our ass, but we're beating each other's ass, then they can just beat us because we still beating each other's ass. No, bitch, that don't make sense. How about nobody gets their fucking ass beat? You can speak on multiple topics, to be honest. To be honest, you can speak on multiple topics. It don't take that much energy. It don't. It did not take that much energy. Probably took more energy than putting on that stale-ass wig. It does not take that much energy to speak on multiple topics. It does not take that much energy to ask for representation and to get representation. But no. Instead of good representation, instead of amazing people we could have had on the Breakfast Club who would have challenged Charlatan the God's views, we got you. And what are you doing? Shucking and jiving. And not normal shucking and jiving, not shucking and jiving for white people. You shucking and jiving for black conservative people. What did you gain from this, ma'am? How much was the paycheck? How much was the Uber? Because I'll cash up you, ma'am. How much was the Uber? Because honestly, no check would ever be big enough for me to literally go on a platform and disrespect my community the way you did. And once again, I'm not going to disrespect her. I'm going to read her, of course, because, that's my brand. But I'm not going to disrespect her. I'm not going to call her the T word. I'm not going to call her a man. I'm not going to disrespect her, her pronouns, her kids. No, because I'm not about that shit. I'm not about that shit. If you watch this video, Flame, I really want you to understand why what you said was not only problematic, it was hurtful, it was dangerous, It was dangerous. And I really hope you understand this. And I really hope if you do watch this video, you don't think of me as just like another trans girl who's just going to come and down your neck and shit. Like, no. What I want you to do is I want you to learn from this. I need you to learn from this. I need you to grow from this. Because you're not canceled, ma'am. In my book, if you've watched my channel before, you know I don't cancel someone unless they do something horrible, like rape. Charlemagne, you're not canceled in my book. I need you to learn from this. Because while you may have said some ignorant shit, you are still an hilarious Black trans woman. You probably have stories and knowledge that the Black queer people could use so much right now. There's so much potential for you in your career to help out the queer youth so they don't grow up in a world where trans women are getting tied to the back of vans and dragged through the fucking streets. So they don't have to grow up in a world wondering, okay, am I going to get beat for just wearing a little bit of lip gloss today? For passing a little too much? That's what I need you to do. I need you to learn from this. Because you could help out the young queer youth so much. But instead, you went on a show, talked out your ass to a man who is known for talking out of his ass. And you made yourself look like a fool. And that's not cute for you, Flame. I need you to do better. So that is the end of this video. I know it is very different not seeing my gorgeous visage, but honestly, voiceovers, this shit kind of slaps. I've never ever actually popped off like this before in a video, I think. It is way different. It is lovely. As stated before, please do not send any hate towards Flame Monroe. Don't feature that shit. Keep it cute in the comment section. Don't be transphobic. If you have an opinion, keep the opinion cute. Check your spelling before you try to check me. And, definitely be sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification, hit that like button, comment what your thoughts and opinions are. Follow all my social media links in the description below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.